A lot of times people in RuneScape come up to me and they ask me, how do you make money? How do you have such a good bank? That kind of stuff. Well, there's a lot of ways to make money, but there's things that you can do that require luck, really good stats, the best gear, stuff like God Wars, Court Beast, you know, those kind of things. There's also a few other ways to make money that you don't necessarily have to be the most lucky person in the world or to have the best stats or even the greatest gear to do. And that's the kind of things that I want to be showing you. And the thing about these money making methods is that you can still make a whole lot of money really quickly. So today I'm just going to focus on one, which is basically killing these things called Ivan disciples. And you can find these things in the underground pass, and I know it seems like such a huge pain in the ass to go all the way back to the underground pass. Well, you really don't have to do that. So the first thing you would need to do this is to get an elf crystal. The elf crystals are dropped by the elves. The elves are level 90 for the rangers, and let me go check for the melee. I'm not positive what level they are. I think 108 maybe? Yeah, 108, okay. And the elf crystals are dropped pretty frequently. I'd say about 1 in 5 drop an elf crystal. For this, you probably want to get about 10 or 15 of the elf crystals.
Oh shit! Get your towels ready, it's about to go down! Everybody in the place hit the fucking deck! But stay on your motherfucking toes! We running this, let's go!
Okay, so once you have your elf crystals, this is where you want to tele back to. And occasionally, there's going to be 2 elves that spawn here. One's called Illumined, it's a girl, and you just use the elf crystal with her, the tiny elf crystal, and she'll charge it. I think it costs 180 GP to charge 1 crystal. Okay, so once you have your crystals, you're basically good to go. You just need to get a gear set up, and the most important thing really is that you are lightweight. You also want to have some decent attack bonuses. This is plenty enough. These things are level 13, they have 20 HP. The only reason you want an okay attack bonus is so you can one-hit them, and it just makes your trips that much faster. So, don't worry about food or anything. I never take food on this, and I never need it. And you really shouldn't either. As long as you're not like 50 HP or something, even with 50, you could probably be okay. So, there's 2 traps you have to pass once you leave the city. This is the first one right here. It's a wire trap. And you just cross the wire like this. You fail it a good bit of the time though. See, I failed it right there. It's not that big of a deal. You take 10 damage. It does poison you, but the poison deals like 2 damage per time. So you're not going to die from this unless, well, yeah, you're not going to die, period. Unless you're like 30 HP or something. Okay, and this is the second trap right here. Right after you pass this dense forest, you're going to jump the leaves. If you fail that, it's 15 damage, but, you know, you don't fail it that often. And still 15 damage, and that's the last trap you're gonna have to pass. So don't worry about dying or anything. And so you just run east a little bit, and you're gonna go through this cave. Now this is the place where you end the underground pass quest, I believe, and it's called the Well of Voyage. So you hop in this well, and here you are in Ivan's room or whatever. Go through the doors. And here's these disciples of Ivan. So you kill them, and like I said, they're 20 HP. And they drop Zamorak Robe, the top and the bottom. The top is worth 1.5k, the bottom is worth 2.5k. So it's 4k per kill, really. There's 10 of them that spawn in this little area, and a good strategy is just to kill these 10. Okay, because they respawn really slowly. It takes about 2 minutes for them to respawn. It's not worth it at all waiting around for them to respawn, because you could have tele back and run back here in that amount of time. That's what I do. And if you notice, there's, like I said, there's 10 in this one little area right here. And there's also some that like are off to the sides, but this is over bridges you have to jump, and sometimes you'll fail that and you'll fall all the way to the bottom of the pass, and it just takes forever to get back up. So it's not worth it in my opinion. Just kill the ones that are here and tele out. So since you get 4k per kill and there's 10 of these here, that's 40k per trip here. It only takes about a minute to kill the 10. Then you can tele and run back. And it only takes about 2 minutes to run here as well, so you can feasibly do about 20 of these trips an hour, and that's 40k. So 800k an hour, it's really good money. So like I said, 20 trips per hour, 40k per trip. 800k an hour. That's really not too bad of money. You know, you can do this for a few hours and make enough to buy a whip. Who knows, maybe you can even get a party hat. Alright, so there is one more thing before I leave, and that is, if you liked the vid tonight, then please do subscribe. Because in the coming weeks, I'm going to be making a few more vids like this, and they're going to be a lot like this one. So if you liked it tonight, then chances are you'll like it next week. Anyways, that's about all for now, and I'll see you guys when I make my next vid.